welcome back to episode 3 of Am I Going to Get Canceled for This? That's right, third time's a charm, and today we're going to have some fun. So if you're new to the pod, welcome, welcome. And if you are returning, we appreciate your love and support. Be sure to like and subscribe and all that shit that's going to help us from getting our lights cut off. Now, be sure to stay until the end because we want to hear from you guys and we're going to tell you how to hit us and what tea to spill. As per usual, this is the point where we tell y'all to hide your kids, hide your wife, and hide your husband because we offended everybody up in here today. I'm one of your hosts, Gwen
and Lin.
And we just want to let you guys know Happy Pride Month.
Yeah.
Yes. Now, Lynn, because it's Pride Month, why don't you tell me about your Pride experience?
Oh, this week I was trying to be festive and I stumbled upon some gay porn that was not made for me for their main targeted audience, which is our beautiful gay men out there and or women, just depends. I was trying to be festive, as I stated, and I ended up being jarred and shocked at the display of 6 men on one.
6 on 1?
6 on 1.
There's not that many holes. Wait, hands, mouth, that's 3.
It was mouth.
4.
It was 2 hands. It was rumptitious down there. And then there was another gentleman on the floor who was making sure no liquids were spilled, if you get my flow.
Oh my goodness. And you know, I like to watch gay porn from time to time. I'm not watching for the men. I do watch the women. And I believe that you would like that because it's more of a sensual experience that I think that you're looking for. It's definitely like a lighting that candle and to get it going. So I appreciate that. And we're here for y'all. We stand with y'all. And it's the Pride Parade. So we want to make sure that you guys are having fun today. Go ahead and rock out with your cock out. Jam out with your clam out and rep your set this Pride. So this week, we're going to move into our ear hustling segment, and we're going to be talking a lot about dicks today in the ear hustling.
Dick, Nickelodeon.
That's our new theme song.
It'll be available on iTunes with lots of censorship on it. So,
yeah, please don't send us a cease and desist. That was Nickelodeon.
not the other. It was Nickelodeon. The Dick Awards.
We're handing out a cock and some balls. And the first one this week is going to Pete Davidson. Oh. Now, we all know Pete Davidson for his big dick energy, but this one's a little different this week. Pete versus PETA. So this week, Pete Davidson went ham on PETA. PETA felt the need to open their mouth. As usual. As they usually do. And this was after Pete Davidson had purchased a dog rather than opting for adoption. Pete ended up leaving a voicemail for Daphne, who is the SVP over at PETA, and he was calling her out for her unfair coverage. He was using a lot of choice words, choice phrases, and he was explaining that he had an allergy. He has a specific type of allergy. He can't just adopt any dog or bring any dog in. The dog was actually purchased for his mother and sister, who had recently lost a puppy that they had only had for 2 years. Aww. So his mom and sister are really distraught about it, were pretty upset. And so he was trying to do something nice by going and purchasing another dog, which I believe was a Cavapoo, and bringing that just to kind of help ease the pain. Pete went on to reference Daphne, I believe, as a cunt.
Oh,
it's hard to tell.
Hard to see.
It's a lot of bleeps in that mess, but also ended the voicemail by telling her to suck his dick. So now look, we all know that Pete Davidson is known for slanging that BDE in these streets. He has fucked his way through almost half of Hollywood at this point. So Daphne, I mean, if I was you, I might take him up on that offer. So
I don't know. I feel like that would be a weird,
a lot of aftertaste on that dick. I feel like he's got a lot of bones in those closets.
Not just that. I mean, like the jazz alone, I feel like would taste anywhere between Kim Kardashian and Ariana's Grande. I don't, Daphne, I would pass upon that pen 15 that you've been gifted, or,
Yeah, I mean, look, it's up to you, Daphne, but we do feel that PETA definitely and often inserts themselves in places where it's really not their fucking business. Lynn, you even had some beef with PETA on our first episode. They
yeah.
haven't come for us yet,
Yeah,
so
but PETA's a Karen. PETA, let's put that out there. You that nosy ass woman outside your house,
ooh,
always snitching, calling people out that has nothing to do with you. Just mind your fucking business, please.
right, right.
Please,
Now,
PETA.
Lynn, you and I are both animal lovers. Well, we're dog lovers. We have
Yes.
dogs at home. I have two here. How many do you have?
I have three
Okay.
babies. Yeah.
Did you adopt yours?
All three are pound puppies for sure. All three. Yeah.
Aw.
Adopt, don't shop.
Okay. Hold up. Hold up now. Hold up. My husband actually had a dog prior to us getting together, and his is most certainly a pound puppy. You can tell from the look. It's cute. He's cute. He's cute. But our other dog that we have, we actually got off Craigslist. So I don't, PETA, don't come for me. Okay.
Wait, Craigslist is essentially adoption. Let's be real. It's the same fee. It's $300-$400 for a dog. It's kind of the same.
I did a good deed. I took him out of a bad place and we gave him a home. But I feel like we were having a hard time finding good places to adopt during the pandemic. I feel like in LA, at least, maybe I was just looking at the wrong place, but a lot of the shelters that were in our area were actually shut down during that time. So,
wow.
look, I mean, I understand. I want to fight for animal rights. I love the animals. I want to fight for their rights. But a lot of times I feel like PETA needs to just like sit back real quick. Just sit back. We often try to insert ourselves in other people's business and we don't really know what's going on. And I think in this particular situation, I think Pete was justified for what he did. Okay.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Like, who the hell are you to call someone and be like, you need to do this? First off, bitch, what bill in my house did you pay? Is PETA, I have a legitimate question for you. Like, what bills are you paying in people's homes or lives or tuition you're paying where you're always opening your mouth saving something? Please continue to save the dogs from those festivals, though I do appreciate that. But also stay the fuck out of people's business and their paper and pockets unless you're going to start paying for stuff.
Girl, that part.
Yeah.
Now, Pete actually did go on to apologize for, I believe, the aggressiveness of his message. But Pete, we stand with you on this one. We feel you, dog. We feel you.
And Pete, if you want to send a dick pic to us, just so we can confirm is being said about you for scientific reasons, slip it in our DMs. Yeah.
And make sure you're using your forearm and or a ruler next to it so we can really tell what's going on there. No tricky angles. Okay.
Please don't AI us on this one. Thank you. And I'm not talking to Allen Iverson.
All right, y'all. So the next dick that we have on our agenda belongs to the one and only Bill Murray. Khalees and Bill Murray were actually spotted out and about in London town. Bill was seen standing backstage at, I think, at least two of her shows in London in support of the singer, and the two of them were even photographed together. So now people are speculating about the two and have a lot of thoughts about this odd couple. Bill Murray is 76 to Khalees is 43. Lynn, what are your thoughts on this one?
I mean, I like it.
Okay.
I mean, Nas is gonna
to get there.
Nas is gonna probably kick somebody's ass, but I mean, I don't know. It looks like Bill Murray got hands. I think Bill Murray is one with the community, if you ask me, because I feel like I don't know.
I'm here for it. I'm a fan of Bill. I'd smash.
You would?
I don't know. No,
I don't go that far.
Girl, he's an icon. He is a legend. We know him from some of these deep classics. What About Bob? My man was in Space Jam and in Ghostbusters. So like he's out here and he's an icon in these American streets. Don't come for Bill. But I'm not mad at this situation.
I am, because you want to know what else is an icon? Viagra. And we all know he is popping that to make sure he churns that milkshake, because her milkshake is bringing all of our AARP carded gentlemen to the yard. Show up with their liver spotted hands, 401ks.
Okay.
850 credit scores.
That too.
Never mind. I take my previous statement back. I understand the attraction and allure.
I think this is so interesting. And, we see these kind of stories all the time where it's an older man dating a much younger woman. I feel like Black men in particular felt a little bit threatened. They were mad that Bill's up in these cakes and they would like to be, I assume. But I think it's just really interesting. I'm not mad at her at all for scooping and bagging Bill up, whether they were just being friendly. These folks are out of town. You hang out with people that maybe you wouldn't normally hang out with when you're in another country like that.
Yeah.
But I'm here for it. I think guys are always doing this kind of stuff, so I think it's great to see it happening for women too. Go ahead.
Yeah, I mean, she's such a trendsetter. Let's be clear out here that the reason Pharrell is where he is in fashion is because of Khalees. Khalees took him out of his tall tees and Ralph Lauren big horse polos and put him in Alexander McQueen, Givenchy. She was putting him in Jean-Paul Gaultier. He knew nothing about this stuff before Khalees. So to bag Khalees, you have to be that dude. And as we all know, Bill Murray is obviously that dude.
He is that dude.
With Viagra.
Look, there are, I would say, much younger men out here in these streets that are relying on Viagra than this 76-year-old Bill Murray, okay? So don't come hating on that because you're looking at a whole slew of motherfuckers out here needing that Viagra.
As long as you don't tell me, I'm good. Use whatever you have to use.
Don't tell me, but when that dick is hard 5 hours later,
yeah,
and it's knocking shit off your counter, it's knocked over your perfume, it's messed up your makeup stand.
At the same time, I mean, you're getting what you asked for, just a little longer.
Let me hang my dress from that real quick. Let me steam this shit. Hold up. We're talking about Khalees and Bill Murray with this age gap difference, but we've also seen in recent news that Robert De Niro, who is 79, and also Al Pacino, 82, they both have babies on the way. Yeah?
Yeah, both were also A, Lynn's crushes, B, in Godfather, favorite movie, and C, popping out kids with chicks my age. Where was my window? Don't do a Stas window.
You missed your calling, girl. Your crushes, huh?
Yeah, that's right there. No, it's mainly Robert De Niro, Sean Penn, but come on. Come on now. How old is Robert De Niro's old baby mama now? I think 45?
Yeah.
And then Al Pacino's is 29.
29.
How for scientific reasons, Al, can you also send your penis to our Instagram? Because I need to know how you did that at 82. I need to know, what was that math you're using? Pythagorean theorem last time?
Yeah,
I need to know.
Pythagorean's theorem.
We have a video also. Yes.
Pythagorean that theorem.
Right now.
So another trend or another thing that we're seeing in common with these couples of Bill Murray, Robert De Niro, and also with Al Pacino is that we're experiencing some interracial couples here. All right. So Lynn and I wanted to talk a little bit about interracial relationships and marriage. And Lynn, I wanted to know, we've all had this experience. So especially as a Black woman, or maybe even just a woman of color.
Right.
We've had that moment where we're standing in the elevator and we see a fine Black man, or maybe he's not so fine, walk into an elevator. And then we see a snow bunny hopping in behind him. I want to know what is on your mind.
My mind personally, I'm not checking for brown skin brother if he had. I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Oh my God.
Hey, take mine, I take yours. Didn't even exchange.
Okay. So, all right, Lynn out here for her reparations. I'm not mad at that. I'm not mad at that.
Yours. I like interracial marriages. I'm obviously in one. I'm a fan of them. Everyone I know is primarily a product of interracial marriages and relationships, especially my niece and nephew. But I don't like sometimes is when I see the Black man being utilized as a tool for their snow bunny to basically say their racial epithets. I can say that my man is Black. I don't go out here saying, detrimental Middle Eastern things. Okay. Okay.
Don't do it.
I don't do it. But, that's where I stand. I like all men. All men colors matter.
Oh gosh. Especially the blue ones.
Oh, it's
Especially for Lynn. You know she dialing into 911. So them
got
blue
you, blue
lives
lives.
matter to her. Hello, it's me, Lynn.
Your life matters.
Now, to put the shoe on the other foot, we see a beautiful Nubian queen walking into the elevator with milk of magnesia walking in behind her.
Come on,
What are
baby.
your thoughts on this?
I'm like, yes, get it.
I agree. I mean, I definitely feel like when I see that, here's the thing. I feel like within the Black experience, like part of being a Black man is that you've had sex with a white woman. Like, I feel like that's part of the Black man experience.
Really?
I honestly, I do. I honestly do.
So they didn't learn from Candyman, basically.
Look, I feel like you are more inclined to see a Black man with a white woman than you are to see a Black woman with a white man. So in your defense, or to what that you were saying before, is that I do think it's a little bit of reparations. So it's like, all right, girl, I know you out here getting it. And also, too, is just like, I feel like for a white man to pull up on a Black woman like that, like he's coming at her with mad reverence and respect. You know what I'm saying? He's holding her up as the most high. Yeah. And so I feel like, it's kind of nice to get the reparations, I guess, reverse reparations that way and with that experience. But it is interesting. If I do see a Black man out with a white woman, I'd be doing that, what Common said.
Oh my gosh.
I'm looking at you like I'm your mama or something.
Yeah.
Like it is just kind of just like for me, it feels very stereotypical. I'm not going to shake my head at you, but I'm going to make sure I make eye contact. Like I'm that one. Like God. I'm going to make sure I'm going to make eye contact with you. I'm going to look, I'm going to just turn my head. I'm going to mind my business from there.
See, I don't even look. I don't care because it's like if they're getting played like as a plot. And I think the reason that Black women predominantly find reasons we turn our nose up at that is because it's usually out of the place where Black men are dogging Black women to uplift their white woman, which that's the problem. I don't care who the hell you date. I have so many white friends that are with Black men that understand the culture, the struggle, and honestly uplift them. And I love their relationships. And I have also, beautiful Black couples. I just think it's about the reason Black women have such a problem with that is because, like I said, we see white women often using the phrases, I want a milkshake, baby. And we're not talking about Khaleesi's milkshake.
My God.
How they say they want a milkshake,
I have not heard that one before.
Oh, yes. Yes. I have heard that. I've heard like they want a baby, like, that looks exotic. Like these are, again, things that are covert racist comments. It's basically that sly racism that they're hiding behind their Black king. So that's the problem I think Black women have with those interracial relationships. Because I mean, like, I could care less. Like, you know what I mean? As long as I know that there's a respect between those two people, I'm good. That's where I stand.
I'm gonna give y'all a little confession here. I've never seriously dated out of my race. I've never really dated out of my race. I mean, I've always at least been with a person of color. I have never seen a pink dick. Like in porn, yes. In real life, nah. I haven't seen it. Girl, yeah. And
You've never asked for pictures of pink penises?
No. No. And to be honest, I feel like even if I'm seeing it in porn, it's a little bit jarring, right? So,
oh my gosh.
Yeah, I just haven't. And and on a black man, the darkest part of his body is usually his dick.
Oh,
right?
Lord Jesus.
And so I feel like that's the best part. That's my favorite part.
God.
Now look, I'm not
But you don't need dark meat.
Women out here. I don't bite. I do not bite. I won't chew.
Oh,
but like I've never seen a pink penis in person, and I feel like I might freak out a little bit. Like I would just, because I'm so used to seeing Black dicks, like I would just be like, oh my gosh, it's a little raw. Maybe you need like a little 20 more minutes in the oven.
Oh my God.
Back in the air fryer. If I sit on this, am I going to get salmonella? I don't know. I don't know.
You want to know what you're going to get? A Mercedes, a house.
I hate you.
An Hermes Birkin. Possibly, your student loan paid off.
Okay. Perhaps I should have played this a little differently.
That's what you get when you sit on the pink.
Whoopsie daisy.
Hi, we're canceled today.
That's it. You can stop it here. Go ahead. Skirt.
Pause. Bye, guys. Have a good night.
Thanks for joining us today. Oh my goodness. I mean, look, with that, what's left to be said? With that, let's go ahead and take my black card back. I feel like you've already taken Lindsay's away. So I don't even know why we're doing this, but
wait, why is mine taken? I am black. Okay. Like ASAP, I'm blackity black. Okay. Just because.
Wait, do that one more time. We're going to make that a theme song too.
Blackity black. When they say Lindsay can sing better than Beyonce, they mean it.
Okay.
Well,
I don't know who said it, but they said it.
They said it. I heard it. It was probably from a pink penis trying to uplift me.
Shouts out.
Thank you, Robert. Or Jonah, I forgot your name.
Now, guys, if you haven't been here before, take my black card back. It's your favorite segment on the show. So this is where we are letting you know stereotypes that typically play into the Black community that don't necessarily involve us. Lynn, as always, I'm going to let you take it away first.
All right. So today, take my black card back, but I don't eat grits. I don't like grits. I don't fuck with a grit. I'm gritless.
You don't like any abrasiveness.
I don't like it. I don't even really fuck with cornmeal because I feel like it's a grit cousin. So by grit.
I'm kind of with you on this one. I don't usually go with you. I'm not eating grits either. I'm not usually with you on these, but all right, Lynn, I see you.
Tell me what you got.
Take my black card back, but I do not align with CP time. I never have, and I never will. I'm going to always be on time. Now, for y'all that don't know, CP is for colored people, okay? Are we allowed to say color?
We just said it.
So it's just not me. I'm gonna always be on time. And by on time, I mean like 5 to 15 minutes early. I'm gonna be sitting in my car, hyping myself up for the meeting, the doctor's appointment, the grocery store hop, like whatever it is that I'm doing, I'm going to arrive early.
Oh my God.
I can't stand being late. Like it gets under my skin. Can't take it. See,
like is that a DNA thing? Like, how did you get that? Because I literally am the president.
Fuck you.
I'm the president of colored people stuff. You will wait for me at least 45 minutes. Don't invite me to a party because I will show up the last 30 minutes because I was taught that the party doesn't start until I get there. And I have a max amount of partying in me, which is 30 to 45 minutes. So I show up late everywhere.
Real. I'm not mad at you on that. I'm gonna show up early. I'm gonna get the party started, and then I'm gonna fucking leave. I'm gonna leave before the police get called. Okay, so.
Oh, you mean by me?
And Lynn called them. just if you want to be clear, Lynn called the fucking police
because I was ready to go home. I would call it on my own party. All right, my second one is, and I feel like a lot of melanated individuals
start
are like
to bring other people into this shit.
I'm gonna bring some people into this because I cannot be alone at not knowing how to play spades. I don't know what a book is. I don't know what a possible is. I don't know
it's a pop.
Yeah. All I know is that I sat down at a spades table at a young age with my mother and her relatives, and I had never been snatched up so fast in my life by my own mother. My mother is the person who cherishes me like a doll, snatched me up and said, move. She also does that when there's pool about.
As she fucking should. Now, here's the thing. We didn't play spades in my house growing up. So if people were playing spades in your house growing up, come on now, that one you should know. I will say, shouts out to HBCU. I really didn't know how to play spades well until I went to an HBCU. And I feel like that's one of the things that I am in debt for today is like learning how to play spades and to play it fucking well.
And to freak a black and mild. Those are the two things that she has learned. To spade you out and fade you out.
Now, I'm hoping that I'm not alone. I'm going to derail for a second. I'm hoping that I'm not alone in this, but Lynn has no idea what freaking a black and mild means. She was like today years old when I had to explain this to her.
Yeah, it's an abrasive sentence that she said to me. I don't know what to freak a black and mild is. I don't even know. I don't like black and milds. I don't like the smell of them. I don't like when people come near me with them. Maybe that is
Nobody really likes that shit.
But why do they do it? Like there was
Let
a
me
guy, he
explain.
was so hot, he had to black him out. He was a brother, and
Of course he was. That was a
he
real one right there. Say less.
yeah, and he's hopping out of his what is that car? A Nissan Altima.
Oh, that was the shit back in the day, though. Not
It
that
was.
Nissan.
And then he had to black him out in his mouth. I was like, oh, where's a Chad? Let me go find a
Girl,
Chad.
I would have hopped up in that passenger seat so quick.
Tell
Now,
me
the
about freaking. What is this?
The two things that I learned at the HBCU, how to play spades and how to freak a black and mild. Now, I'm going to say this. Nobody really wants to smoke a black and mild, but the reason you smoke a black and mild is because you've smoked up all the weed that's at the party and you have no more weed to smoke. So at this point, you want to keep the buzz going. You want to keep the party going a little bit longer. And so you turn to the black and mild, which is going to give you a little buzz from smoking. Now, that shit don't taste great, but you smoke it. It's not, obviously, smoking is not healthy for you. But to make the experience slightly more healthy, you have to remove the cancer paper that's inside the black and mild. So there's a whole
Surgeon General,
process
don't
to this.
listen.
This is not Surgeon General approved. So when you get a black and mild, it comes into this little plastic tube. You rip it open, but you just take the top off, okay? You have to keep the long, skinny plastic piece that's on the bottom. What you're going to proceed to do is massage the black and mild up into the plastic
God.
tip. So you're going to work all the tobacco to come out, but it's going to be in the little plastic tube. Once the black is empty, okay, we've taken all of the tobacco out, you're going to take it. And on the inside, outside is little brown paper. On the inside, there's this white paper that's going to be inside. That's the cancer paper. You want to take that shit out. You don't want to smoke that shit. If you're smoking that cancer paper, stop. Okay. Listen to this method. I'm going to do a YouTube video on this after this and make sure y'all know.
Oh my gosh. And it will have the tags.
You have to finesse it. You can't just yank it out. You can't pull it out. You're going to rip up the black and mild. You got to finesse that shit. You got to grab it just properly with the nails, kind of working it back and forth. And ever so slightly, you're going to slide that cancer paper out. Get rid of that shit. Throw it away. Don't even touch it. Okay.
Use gloves.
Then you're going to take the plastic with all the tobacco in it. You're going to put the black and mild, you're going to flip it upside down and just work all that tobacco back into the black. Now you have a safer black that is available for you to smoke, and you're going to pass that around at the party. You're going to keep it going.
Okay, I have something to say because I feel like this needs to be said. I feel like women that can freak a black and mild are probably going to give the best HJs in the world because of that technique that you were just demonstrating. That was remnant of something you would see.
Yikes.
In a Red Shoe Diaries.
You gotta finesse it. You can't force the situation. You have to finesse it. And that is your moment of wellness with Gwen.
moment of non-nicotine wellness. Let's just reiterate that. This isn't a mental one. This isn't a physical one.
I'd say, right, no, look, I took that cancer paper out. I saved y'all's life.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
If you're still smoking that cancer paper, don't do it.
We'll do a YouTube video. I'll just be in the background watching in awe.
Back to take my black card back. All right. I'm probably going to get canceled on this episode.
Oh, hell yes.
Y'all definitely going to take me out at the knees for what's coming up next, but
cut her down.
Take my black card back, but the Fresh Prince was funnier than Martin to me.
In what world did you grow up on?
What I said.
Is this not related to your obsession with Will?
Look, we talked about Will in the last episode. I love my man, but I don't know. I feel like maybe if it was me at the age at that time that I just wasn't like, obviously I'm going to the Fresh Prince because I'm just in love, right?
Yeah.
It was always Fresh Prince over Martin for me. It's not even a question.
I love Martin.
Yeah. This shit's funny.
But Fresh Prince wasn't funny.
Bitch, you lied.
He didn't teach me how to be a man. I didn't like those serious moments. Martin never had that.
How could you not cry at that?
Because it's like, no.
Look, first things first, rest in peace, Uncle Phil.
Oh,
for real.
Rest in peace, Uncle Phil.
But you know what? Like, don't be hating. That was quality TV right there.
Are you kidding me? Bro Man, no.
Cry. It made you cry because you were laughing so hard.
No. Bro Man going into Martin's house unannounced. That's comedy. That is comedy. The cast alone Oh, R.I.P. Tommy too. Oh, we love and miss you. The
Yeah.
cast alone on Martin was top tier. You had Tisha, you had who's that beautiful woman I love, Pam, Tashina. You had her, you had Martin. You had just a full-on cast. The fact that
Martin was
Shanae
playing too many people now.
Shanae though.
But look,
Shanae.
did you see there's like recently it come out that when Martin was playing the character Shanae, he was actually imitating and making fun of his sister.
Exactly. So how is that not who was Will making fun of?
That's fucked up.
That's hilarious though, because
That's
if you look
fucked
at
up. I hope
Shanae,
she
she
got a
looked just
check
like
for
his
that
sister.
shit. Exactly. Come on. Come on.
Shanae made the show. Shanae was the reason of the show. That's like you saying Fresh Prince is funnier than In Living Color. Like, come on. Come on.
I don't know. Maybe it's an age thing. You know, I'm just so young that like I really just it wasn't appropriate for me to be watching these kind of things.
That's
It's really tough
true.
to be 21 out in these streets and just living as a
As
beautiful
21-year-olds.
grown Black woman.
You guys don't realize, I don't know if we reiterated this in our first and second episode, but Gwen and Lin are 21. And it's so hard for us to be 21 living
Yeah.
in this world. So we just want to reiterate that we are 21. Anyone that tells you different is a liar and they're literally just
They're a
jealous.
lie.
They're
They're
a
a
lie.
cheat.
And all that they have done to us will be done onto them in the words of, Miss Seeley. So we're 21. End of
Okay.
story.
So am I canceled?
Yes.
I don't know. You don't know how to play spades. And I feel like that's a pretty egregious crime within the Black community. I don't
feel
even
like
know how you're getting invited to cookouts with that shit.
because I know why? Because they know a real one when I walk in. I walk in with my fours on. I walk in with my chains. I walk in with my slugs. People know when I walk in, they invited the realest one in the streets.
Until they set you at the card table, because you're going to get stabbed at
I
a
will.
spades table and you fuck around and cut somebody at
But
the
you know
table.
what? Like I was taught, I don't go to the business that don't pay me. Spades don't pay me, so I don't venture down that road. I think you're canceled. I'm sorry, you're canceled. You officially, guys.
Let us
No,
know in the comments. I don't know. Let us know in the comments because I
Yeah.
think it's a draw. But I mean,
I know.
that Fresh Prince shit was pretty egregious. I'll take that. But come on now, spades.
And don't forget, y'all, she agreed with me on not eating grits. So basically, there's only one thing that's not a
All
Black
right.
about me this week. So, but y'all still let us know in the comments, okay? Please.
Not only one Black thing.
I've only been, I'm half right now. So we're good. We're good.
Oh, shit. All right. Okay. So on to the next. We are going to canceled or clemency. We got some good ones for y'all. As always, we're going to start off and let you guys know who the fuck is getting canceled this week. All right. So this week in cancellation, we are throwing Jeff Rainon and John Barber to the motherfucking trash.
Ooh, tell us why. Tell us why.
Now, these names might be unfamiliar to you now, but you'll hate them soon enough, trust and believe. Rainon and Barber are really trying to outdo themselves a little bit because not only are they racist, sexist, and homophobic, I would not be surprised if these motherfuckers were anti-Semitic as well. Now, Jeff Rainon and John Barber were senior partners that worked at a major law firm out here in the state of California. And as of May, they decided that they were going to leave the company and to start their own quote-unquote compassionate law firm.
Oh.
Now, here's the thing. Y'all could have just left. Threw in that resignation, gone off, done your thing, started your new law firm, but y'all decided to walk out and take over 100 employees with you.
Wow.
This is a direct quote, to build something reflective of their values and beliefs. Now, seems to me that they were going to start a new age KKK that uses Bitcoin to accept membership because upon their departure, the law firm discovered several emails that were riddled with filth. And now maybe you guys have heard the acronym NSFW, not safe for work. Obviously, these motherfuckers had not. So here is a little bit of the correspondence between Rainon and Barber, as well as outside lawyers from different firms.
They referred to women as cunts. Sugar tits. Let me make a note that apparently sugar tits is not the compliment I thought it was. Huge tits. Frequent use of the N-word, and I'm talking the one Paula Deen drops. Hard E-ara.
Okay.
Referred to Blacks and those protesting during the BLM movement as savages. I don't recall us climbing the Capitol wall. The F word. And we're not talking about fuck. The bad one. Don't be an F word. What's this F word's problem? And he is not talking about fudge or fantastic. Gypsy is the new word I use to describe about half of the minorities in California. They even noted the email. Guys, we are laughing because this racism is killing us inside.
We gotta laugh to keep from crying, y'all. We do not condone these motherfuckers
at all. But y'all, this race, the fact people are this racist still is just what kills me. They even noted in an email how they shouted racial slurs from their balcony during a party hosted during the protests happening after the killing of George Floyd. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
And if you look, we're not going to give you too many details on this, but if you look up their names, if you look up Jeff and John's photos, they look like every other white person that you might work with, which is scary to me because you wonder about these things, right? You wonder what people can be saying in the privacy of their own home, and how people will react, what kind of things that they're saying. And it's just so interesting that the boldness of these men to throw this in a work email, that shit is above me.
Yeah.
And you know what? They even got Al Sharpton on the case now. So
representing them?
No.
Because I
plot
look,
twist.
It's 2023, y'all.
No, so Al Sharpton reached out to the California bar and asked, judgment of their character and of their licenses to see if they are still even eligible to be able to practice law here in the state of California. For that, Jeff Rain and John Barber, y'all are canceled as fuck.
Bye, bitch.
Yeah, just bye. Like, that's just crazy.
Y'all gross.
The nerve. They had that little oh my goodness. What is it? Oh my gosh, I'm blanking on this right now.
It's Sugar
Tom
Tits
Cruise.
Got You.
It's the Tom Cruise movie where he's working at the law firm and he goes to walk out and only one person walks out.
Oh, Jerry Maguire.
Jerry Maguire, he's having that big speech in the office and he's trying to get people to walk out and go with him. And these motherfuckers actually recruited people to go.
100.
And the nerve to be starting a compassionate law firm with these emails in circulation. I wonder what the idea behind that was. I wonder if they knew they were about to get tossed out because of their emails and tried to do this. I don't know which came first, the chicken or the egg, but the math ain't mathing for me on this one.
And what's crazy is they describe themselves as, I believe I saw something saying they were liberal, but what's crazy to me is why y'all white liberals end up being the most racist ones? Can y'all stop? Can y'all stop?
It's a lot. It's a lot to take in.
Can y'all stop doing that to us? Because we really inviting y'all places and y'all having calling us ins and coon bunnies behind our backs. And
the hard ER though.
Hard ER.
They were going in on typing. They really enjoyed typing that one out. That popped out several times.
Oh my God. The gratuitous use of F word, which, we don't even want to give that word play or even say. It's a disgusting, vile word, just like the N word. But come on, it was so gratuitous in their hate.
Yeah.
Very gratuitous.
Bye. Bye.
Check you later.
Right. So I feel like you're either going to love or hate this one. So we're going to find out. Us personally.
Disclaimer. He shiver me timbers, the person we're just about to talk about.
What do you mean by that?
To shiver me timbers, it gets me warm inside.
Ooh, okay.
It's just the way he looks. Let's go.
Ooh.
Let's go.
Clemency. This week, we are granting clemency to Tom Hanks and Rita Wilson's black son, Chet Hanks. We're giving Chet his flowers for rocking that low-cut Caesar with the deep waves, his everlasting love and support to the Black queens, and his bilingual skills as he is fluent in patois.
What to go? Wow.
Oh, I don't know what that was.
He can do it. I can't.
He can do it better than her. Love it or hate it. If you saw the recent live action Little Mermaid, you would know that his patois speaking skills were much required for the role of Sebastian. In the live action version, Daveed Diggs' accent was weak as hell. And if y'all didn't want to hire Chet for the role, that's fine. Y'all could have at least hired him to be Daveed's voice coach because that shit was really, really bad. In 2021, Chet Hanks gave us White Boy Summer, which I think he's looking to bring back this year. And now this isn't just like your typical white boy summer. So I'm sorry to Tom in accounting. He's not talking to you, okay? It's for the John B's and the Paul Walls of this world. And white boy summer is always attached to a Black Queen summer. And so for that, Chet, we thank you.
Oh, Chet.
Chet's history is not squeaky clean. He's been known to use the N-word in his music because, of course, he's a rapper. And this definitely caused some friction within the community. And while he did not come out and apologize, he definitely recognizes the racial injustices that face this community. And he has often been a connoisseur and champion of the culture for quite some time. We would like to give shouts out to our Milk of Magnesia King, Chester, Marlon, Hanks. We grant you clemency for the foreseeable future. Unless you say that N-word again, we'll snatch that shit back with the quickness and we will both smack the black on your ass, okay?
On it.
So to Chet, we have to say to you,
okay.
Wagwan, Pandi River, Pandi Bank, girls dem sugar. Here's to a white boy summer for 2023. And you can fucking cancel me for that shit. I don't give a fuck.
She's canceled. But so Chet, if you're craving coffee with a cup full of hemp milk, you hit us low and you drop it, little boy, in our DMs. For scientific reasons. Blackout, boy. See you later, boy.
And ladies and gentlemen, that brings us to the end.
All right, guys. So as we mentioned in the intro, we want to hear from you. We know y'all love our Take My Black Card Back segment. So hit us up and let us know. What is your black card getting shredded for? Also, let us know if you have someone that you'd like to cancel or grant clemency. Hit us up on our Instagram @_ am I going to get canceled for this? And pop in our DMs. If you have dick pics you would like to submit, do so.
Remember, compare next to the forearm or a ruler.
Have veins available. And if y'all need some bad advice that will get you fired from your job or broken up from your significant other, we can give you that too. We want to hear from y'all. Please hit us up.
From y'all. And make sure you're listening to us on Spotify. Make sure that you are liking and subscribing on there, but we're also on YouTube as well. So if you're not on Spotify for the podcast, hop over to YouTube. Check us out at Am I Going to Get Canceled for This? And we will see you guys next time.
Bye.
Blackout,
baby.